way, we got breaking news.
Oh.
Mean Girls are getting dragged again.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they're getting dragged again.
We work at Barstool Sports and everyone's acting so sensitive. It's the weirdest thing.
I'm 43 years old, Dave. I'm not going to sit there and be a bitch.
But you're going to be jobless.
I'm doing the best I can, Dave. And if that's not good enough for you, you're the boss, and I got to do better.
I almost want to fire.
Mean Girls decided to put out a little video, as you can see over here. When you show up to work on Monday not fired, even though all the students wish that you were. A couple things, right? It's Tuesday. And also just an insane inability to kind of read the room here, right? Like over 100 of our coworkers lost their jobs and they're just like firing off a tweet like this. And also, they're not here today, which is the funniest thing. I've been here since 9 a.m. I have not seen them. So to post this on a day where you're not even in the fucking office, just a wild move. Wild one.
I mean, it is fun to watch everyone pile on, but I guess it's more the tone of being like, if you're like, this is so tone deaf, like, are you that offended, I guess? It's a dumb tweet. Yeah. I'm not offended.
Yeah.
So to act offended feels like you're just doing that for show.
And Nick Bono was their producer.
Oh, that's dumb.
And
that's even dumber. No, that's even dumber. Okay, now I'm starting to get on the other side. I forgot about that.
Yeah, their producer got fired.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's pretty ruthless.
That is.
That's pretty.
That feels like that's
going an attack on.
Right. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Maybe they are just really mean. They're not liked in the New York office, I would say.
Yeah, I mean they're never there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they care. Yeah,
I don't think they care.
Yeah, they probably don't care.
Yeah. I just don't want to talk about what you guys want to talk about. Hey, I've been sitting in my seat the entire time. You're the one that came up and was asking for a take.
Because Kareem said he was blogging.
You heard the ping from Liam's camera.
Kareem said he was blogging, and I made sure he saw the update. That's my job.
I'm not blogging nothing.
So you're being silent. Okay.
I don't know nothing about nothing, as Dave
Bend the knee.
Deleted Mean Girl tweet.
You hate to see that.
I'm on their side.
Oh, the tweet was deleted?
They deleted the tweet?
Wow, you got some fucking love on that clip.
Yeah, really, it's blown up.
Yeah, so
2,000 likes?
That's
gonna be a record.
Clomber, congrats on the Domer, by the way.
What?
That's called a popular tweet, a Domer.
Okay. And 100 people lost their jobs who have bills to pay. It's a really serious thing. And they come in here with big smiles on their face saying when you show up to work Monday, not fired, even though all the stoolies wish you were. A, like Tommy, what do you say? It
is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, it's not Monday. B, it's not funny that people lost their fucking jobs. This isn't a joke. And, if they're here, I'll gladly talk to them about it. It's 2 o'clock. No? All right. Well, I'll be here until 5, so. But it's absolutely wrong. It's really shitty that good people lost their jobs. And they are making light of it.
Are the Mean Girls there? Are they there?
Are they here? Grab them. I'd love to talk to them.
Oh, I don't want to know any whitney of this.
No, I just shared the elevator with them. They left. We talked. It was nice. I stand.
They're not here.
They're not here.
I'm over a year.
They've never said yes to me asking them to be on the rundown.
How many times?
For what it's worth, more than twice.
So those.
I don't know. So I just think, I don't know. I will say most people here, everyone I've talked to has been really sensitive and caring, and I think really upset that we lost some good people. And I know a lot of people have reached out. I've talked to people, and I know I've only been here a year, but I know a lot of people have had relationships and stuff. And I think these two just fell short here. And maybe they'll apologize. I think they took the tweet down. Maybe they feel bad. They'll talk about it tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. But
do you agree with the tweet being deleted? I think you gotta.
You gotta leave it up at that point, right? If you're that happy, big smile on your face, why do you delete anything?
Some people, there's just certain things in this world that people just don't lack self-awareness. Just look around, like just a temperature. Take a temperature of the room. Like we just had 100 people get fired, and you're like, this is our opportunity to shit on our haters because we didn't get fired, but 100 people did. I'm not gonna pile on. There was many people. I guess it got deleted already, but. Why would you do that? I don't even know either them well enough as people to even judge them fully they're full character, but they just keep doing these things that would lead me to believe that their character is poor. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have tweeted something like that. I feel me and the Tank were discussing a lot of really talented people that lost their jobs, and it's very sad, really shitty. A lot of people that have been here a long time, There are people that I've been here like 5 years. There are people that have been here longer than I have that got fired. It really sucks. Very shitty. That was a very shitty thing to tweet. I don't know. This is where Dave always says we need to have like a common sense department. That should have been ran by our common sense department and been like stamped like, are you stupid? Like, why would you do this?
What's that?
You bullied them into deleting the tweet. You bullied them into deleting the tweet.
They deleted the tweet. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, we all make mistakes. I just don't know what you're thinking. Like it's, I said it on the rundown. Like it's just not a joke. Like people lost their jobs. People have rents to pay and families, and and do no fault of their own. They lost their job, and like the idea that we're like making light of that is it's pretty shitty.
Karen Clemmer just fucking getting so bad.
What did Phil say to you? I saw him walk over and say something.
Congrats, Clemmer, on the domer. Said that's what good tweet means.
I saw him just come over and the whole room got quiet when he talked.
Because it was incredible.
The dumbest.
What's a domer?
A domer is a popular tweet. Never heard that saying?
No.
I've never heard this in my life.
I don't think anyone's ever heard of good job on the domer.
Oh yeah, I've gotten a couple domers in my day.
That sounds like something almost like Clemmer said back in the 70s that like we just forgot about, but like, the fact it's a modern thing.
You've never heard a term domer be used ever.
Never known.
Wait, what does it mean? It means like viral tweet, like good tweet.
No.
Or like banger. No.
Also, he didn't have to come over in the middle of the rundown and say.
Well, you were talking about the Mean Girls, and you probably
think about the Mean Girls. I want you to. Oh, anytime you feel like you want to interrupt the rundown, you do it.
Yeah, it's almost like Urban Dictionary.
They deleted the tweet.
Yeah. I saw.
That's what they were talking about on the rundown.
Because of the dome?
Yeah. Clemmer bodied them.
You think the domer was the final straw? It was.
Yeah.
Somebody responded to me with this. But apparently, they just recorded this video June 15th and then repurposed the video just for that.
That was the last time they were in the office.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it was literally the last time they were in office.
June 15th.
I've had a bunch of wine, so that's the situation here. But yeah, no, I was dead serious about that Mean Girls video being fucking tone deaf. Let's not make light of a situation where 100 people were laid off. Yeah, is that maybe just like something we can try? I don't know. I'm just thinking with my brain. Right? Okay, bye. Mwah.
Finally saw the Mean Girls. I've been waiting to try to catch them and be like, yo, come on radio. So I just ran into them in the hallway. 12:30, Wednesday, Mean Girls, Barstool Radio.
Yeah, I saw Dave's tweet. Dave tweeted that, you know what is tone deaf to me, an easily expendable person like yourself, not writing one blog over the weekend after layoffs. He's absolutely right. A, that I'm expendable, and B, that I should have written blogs over the weekend. I need to do better, no excuses there. I guess the issue I have with him is, not issue, is probably too dramatic, but the thing I disagree with on him is, he said, I don't think tone-deaf people should chirp tone-deaf people. And I don't know, I think if someone does something that I disagree with, I'm gonna chirp them, and I'm gonna like go back at them if I feel it's the right thing to do. So I don't regret the tweet at all. I definitely should have blocked.
Just when you think you're not gonna have anything to talk about on Barstool Radio. Curtis Clemmer comes in from the clouds.
What about Joey?
I don't even know what a blog is.
Yeah, it is.
This is not that.
This is the hardest I've ever seen you laugh at something.
We're doing a wig lowering ceremony for our fallen sisters, Marty and Sandra. And where are we going to put the wig? What's we on the wig wall?
We put it in the burn barrel. In the burn pit. Brings it down. Keep going. Keep going. And then she takes it like this. And then she takes it like this.
And she hands it to one of us?
One of us.
And then we take it.
We light it on fire.
No, we should hang it at the wig wall, or should we throw it in that Barstool Sports spot?
I think the Barstool.
And then walk around like this. Right? All right. Let's do practice.
Staying out of the crosshair still.
Listen, this is what I'm going to tell you something. With Dave back at the head of the table, just stay in your own lane. Don't say much. Just shut up. That's just basically what I'm going to try and do. when you don't have a C on the cap on the shirt, or just anyone that's got any accolades, just be, hey, I'm here for you, coach, whatever you need.
Big day, Barstool Radio.
Feels like a very big day. Prep sheets, I've got about 100 tweets on it from various employees, some that currently work here, some that used to. Some that haven't worked here for 2 years. That one was absurd. That was absurd. Like, I still can't believe that one. Like, just coming out of the clouds to get your fucking Twitter beef, like, get your numbers up. That was fucking bullshit.
Okay.
But it's going to be a good one. Dave's on, Mean Girl's on. I'm sure other people will be hopping on. It's going to be a very busy day, and we're like 2 minutes from going live, and they're still recording KFC Radio, so like, I need them over here.
Yeah.
I'm about to act up in this bitch. Yeah. We're about to act up. I basically need the show to start because I have a feeling Kevin's going to try and kick me out before it does. But if I can weasel my way on, shit's about to go down.
I mean, I was literally in the trenches yesterday.
That was so fun. I posted the wrong one of you on Twitter. Because I posted the one where you were like this, but the other one you're like...
Yeah.
It's like, there's a million spots he could have stood. He decided to go over like the wires in the cameras and just film you so awkward.
Look, I think that...
What?
They were good angles, though.
Also, the way his hat looks in that picture, looks like he just like smacked his head trying to like crawl through. He looks so disheveled.
You should get back down there again.
We gotta ask Pete
I don't think this is gonna go how people think it's gonna go.
No, I think it's just gonna be.
What?
Tommy had some diarrhea on his flight here to ruin it.
Yeah, I heard he turned the whole plane around. Tommy's diarrhea boy. I couldn't believe when we found out that it was Tommy that shit all over the cabin. I was like, I said if that was me, I'd kill myself. It turns out to be Tommy's fault. Who knew? Who knew? It's gonna be a big episode. I think this is gonna be a big one. Dave is gonna join us shortly after he wraps up Pick'em. The Mean Girls, Alex and Jordan are gonna join at 12:30. I think this is an episode that probably should have happened about 6 months ago, and has been lingering and growing bigger and bigger and bigger. The Mean Girls thing with Barstool. They posted the video. A lot of hate. People saying you're insensitive. They delete it. Michelangelo, former producer here, kind of led the charge.
The issue I have with them is deleting it, first of all.
Yeah, you can't say sorry, not sorry, and then delete it and say sorry.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Everyone complains they're never here, so then you should have like no opinion of them.
Yeah, well, also, I wouldn't be coming in to this place to report if this is, you want to talk about like driving people out of the fucking company. Congratulations, everyone who tweeted this.
For real.
You're about to boot them out the door, so I would think twice about that.
This is my fault because I run social on Monday. So long story short, Stoolies hate us and all our comments are always like, hope you get fired, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, we didn't get fired. So I made a video being like, walking to the office. And I said on Monday that we didn't get fired, but I know it was Tuesday to them on purpose because people think we're idiots. And it was just, you know, I didn't really think about our actual coworkers who got laid off. And it was insensitive to them, but it was mainly just a joke towards the Stoolies, and I don't think it was that serious. But you know, there were some old coworkers who were really coming from my head. Actually, coworkers who still work here, coming from my head. So I was like, okay, I'm good. We work at Barstool Sports, and everyone's acting like so sensitive. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know when I became like less sensitive than my coworkers, or more insensitive, if that's the right word, than when the people who work here. I don't know. So. I think they'll be fine. I think fights will agree with me.
But also, I do understand why people in the office would get kind of sick of them and annoyed by them, because they do like act like Call Her Daddy, which we used to get annoyed by. But Call Her Daddy was fucking Call Her Daddy.
Yeah.
Mean Girls does good on clips. I don't know. I have no idea what numbers or anything.
So that's.
But like, you can't act like fucking Tom Brady when
you're not Tom Brady. They have their podcast. I think there was a time where it was driving a decent amount of downloads. I don't know if it is anymore. So I think the Mean Girls needed to be in the office because they're getting paid to do so. I think they need to be in the office because it's Barstool, and like Dave said, we don't hide from shit. We talk about it publicly, and we get through it. When you just run away and hide, people are just like, we're just going to keep making those jokes. All right, we got the Mean Girls here. I mean, everybody here is basically on your side. So, On
your side in the sense, I thought it was a very tone-deaf, dumb tweet, but you owned up to it.
But everybody here kind of is in agreement that like the hate is pretty much out of control, and people aren't being honest about it, and it's a different type of hate than other like ball busting hate. But I'll let you guys, I don't know, where are you guys at on everything?
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
So how was that video more insensitive than your Minuteman?
Wait, what did I say?
Like your Minuteman was so many people got laid off, but the person who had it the worst was Mook.
Yes. I do think there's a double standard. I think the people who come for you don't like you.
Oh my God,
and they just don't say that. They come up with a different reason.
How do you feel about internal drama, guys?
None of this would go no, because everyone's super soft around here. That's my take. People are mad about tweets. People are mad about people responding to tweets. Everyone's crying. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. I'm moving back for this. So.
I truly made it to just be like, hi, Stoolies, like, we're still here. Like, you can't get rid of us. We're still part of Barstool. But then when I posted it and I saw that it was, like, hurting a lot of our coworkers who got laid off, who are our friends, like Nick, our producer, who we absolutely love, got laid off, and a lot of our other friends, I was like, oh, shit, that was so insensitive and rude because I love the people who got laid off, and I'm so sorry that they did. And I didn't realize it actually hurt their feelings, so then I removed it. But then I saw people coming for me that currently work at Barstool who don't work in don't work in content, and some coworkers who I've never spoken to a day in my life coming for me saying they hate me, and I'm like, I've never even spoken to you.
Yeah, those people are fucking idiots. I told Arya to shut the fuck up. Like, I texted him when I saw it.
If you want to come at a content person, be in content. Like, if you came for me, I respect that. If you come for me, I respect that. But when somebody specifically says they do not want to be in content, and someone who is high up at the company is coming at a content person, I think that's one, so inappropriate. Two, we have people work in this office who are tweeting things at me saying that was so insensitive, Jordan, blah, blah. I've never spoken to you a day in my life. Come talk to me. Like, you could literally say anything you want to my face because you talk to me and you've said things to my face.
You'll say it to our face. So if you want to tweet it, but Arya's had to email us apologizing before on Twitter.
That's crazy.
Oh, and he had to email us before. Like, this is time, and we'll see Arya in the office, and what's he do? I'm like, yo, no, you want
even like Ken Jack or Clemmer, like, they're telling me I'm super tone deaf and insensitive. Ken Jack, I've never said one word to. Clemmer, every time you see me, it's been the nicest encounters in the world. So come to me and tell me that. I was here yesterday. People saw me yesterday. So it's just like the thing that pisses me off. It's like, say it to my face, or at least talk to me on a regular basis if you're gonna go behind your Twitter fingers and talk shit about me.
I don't think the video was very intentional. Tone deaf, yes, but I don't think they were like intentionally trying to be mean. I like Alex and Jordan personally. Do I see some of the hate? Like, I do. I think whenever layoffs are a topic, it's touchy.
As far as I think that the Mean Girls and in the office thing has snowballed because you haven't been here. Not like you did something wrong, because you were coming
But Kevin,
to the office.
that's my point. That caller daddy had the same exact reaction, but the difference is they became so overwhelmingly huge, everyone just shut up.
Right.
Because it's like, who cares if they're coming there, this juggernaut. Mean Girls has not become that. So, but the hey, they're not in the office, let's trash them. That was happening with Caller Daddy.
Is Clemmer here? You want to?
Yeah, he's been in the background a bunch.
Clemmer, you went on the rundown, and I feel like you were kind of like, thought you were like speaking for the office, and then I think you might have tweeted some stuff, I don't know. Dave came.
Yeah,
he tweeted some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stand by my tweet too. I thought it was.
What do you care? Why don't you mind your own business?
I thought it was a shitty tweet, and I called it out. I'm not gonna stick some hierarchy of who I can't go after. I'm not gonna do that.
And seeing you smile makes me happy.
It's good to be back.
You just being in the corners. You always seem to come in on like lead days.
If you were on, I use a sports team analogy. If you were the last guy on the bench, the last guy on the roster, you just publicly take shots at anybody on the team?
If someone did something wrong, I sure would.
You won't last very long.
If I thought something was shitty, I'd call it out. I don't give a fuck if it's Derek Jeter or if it's the team clubhouse guy. I don't care.
You won't last long on that team, and you won't last long here.
I'd like to last long here. I like my
job
here.
I'm telling you, you're not.
But I'm not going to back down. I'm 43 years old, Dave. I'm not going to sit there and be a bitch. I'm not.
But you're gonna be jobless.
All right, then I'm unemployed. But at least I was unemployed on my own. At least I did it on my own stake.
We got Frank Sinatra over here, my way.
What was so offensive about their tweet?
I thought it was a shitty tweet. It was insensitive. She took it down and apologized. And I think it's over. I have no problem with either Jordan or Alex. I like both of them. I've had nothing but good experiences and good conversations with both of them. We've worked together for a year. I have no problem with either of these two. I thought it was a shitty tweet. I said so.
What do you guys think right now with the tweet, Clemmer, all this?
I thought you came in a little hot. You were like, I'm not going to be some bitch about it. And it's like, when he asked you, did you really think it was that insensitive? Like, it seemed like a different tone.
Two different things. I'm not going to be a bitch as far as not ever calling someone out. Because I'm going to call, if something's wrong, I'm going to come out and say it.
But that's like your video, like that's your war. Like every time you see something that you don't agree with on the internet, you just like that's
If it's
the one.
something that
Clemmer, I have a question.
That I'm going to raise you?
Yeah, that video. Oh, God.
That video, I thought the video was shitty.
Me?
Both of you?
I'm not trying to get involved in this. No way.
Clemmer's a wild boy. Like when I yell at David, it's about like sports and shit. It's not about like real shit. This is crazy.
Yeah, not about the state of your employment.
No, definitely not. Definitely not yelling at him about the state of my employment. Happy to be on the roster, have a jersey.
But how about my boy Clemmer? Just always swinging for a guy that's like five, like built like a stick, like Slender Man. He'll go after the big dogs. He'll go after Tyson Fury. He does not back down. And that's something I've learned in the past 2 weeks. He will punch at everyone. So like, I don't think this is him against a Mean Girls situation. He will punch at anyone. I'm ready on set. I think they're recording right now. Like, if he doesn't have a job at the end of Barstool Radio because he swings at Dave too hard, would not be surprised at all.
I mean, I asked them to come on the rundown to explain it, and no one could find them.
We were in that room. Oh, wait.
But
yeah.
why? But Clemmer, why? Who the fuck are you?
I was a person on the rundown talking about a situation.
Why
then why do you even have a microphone on me then?
What channel is this on?
Then why do you even have a microphone on me then?
This
Then
one?
why are you
Yes.
position to talk at all?
I'm gonna tune in. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm logged in. Dave's cursing.
Then why even put me on that position to talk at all?
Earn it. Earn a spot at the table, which you haven't
I'm
done.
doing the best I can, Dave. And if that's not good enough for you, you're the boss, and I got to do better. But that's what I'm trying to do.
I don't know if you're willing to attack anybody, regardless of hierarchy, over anything at any point.
No, well, I mean, they were brought on. As soon as Clemmer got brought on, they stopped talking.
Would you have said all that if there wasn't like a groundswell of hate and you thought?
No, I think Clemmer would have. I think Clemmer would say it. I don't think Clemmer just said it about the Mean Girls. I think a lot of people only said it because it was the Mean Girls. I think Clemmer would have said it about anybody.
No. But what did you think was so bad with the video? Like, you seem like you really thought it was a bunch of bull. Like, and that's fine. You're entitled. But what did you think was so bad about it?
I just thought it was. I keep saying the word tone deaf, but I just thought it was. I don't know. Not. I just thought it wasn't. It wasn't like kind. It just seemed needless to like almost rub it in their face when people just got unemployed.
You interpreted that they were rubbing it in people's face, or did you interpret
I interpreted they didn't give a shit.
Choking all the bullshit up in her. But those Mean Girls are spewing out their mean mouths. I wish she fired them instead of Clemmer.
The things that people are allowed to say to us who work here, who don't work in content, is mind-blowing.
I think the shit Arya did was fucking 20 times worse than the shit Clemmer did.
I texted Arya on the side, shut the fuck up. When you're the last fucking guy on the bench, you don't get misreads. You don't get misreads in that situation.
I'm still going to take my swings though, Dave. Like if I don't do that, then I'm always going to be the Jeff Fry.
You're going to be unemployed. You think they attacked or were insensitive to laid off people. If people believe that about them on a large scale, it makes it harder for them to gain audience and build. Knowing that, you would still tweet it out.
I think I would. I'm going to be honest.
That is why I can't have you here.
Okay. I just don't think I would ever intentionally try to hurt the company or hurt somebody. Like I certainly wouldn't intentionally try to do that.
Little bit better answer.
To tell you.
Now, Clemmer, you get up and leave. Okay?
I almost want to fire.
I thought you were about to.
I thought you were doing that.
There was a moment there.
If he didn't answer that a tad bit better, I was ready to fire him.
Sometimes you make your bed with Dave. That's it. All right, we'll see you tomorrow for another episode, 12 Eastern.
Almost a 2-hour show today.
I thought you did good.
Another good day of radio.
You guys alright?
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Fights did a good job.
I mean, I'm just listening to Blink 182 in my headphones. I don't even know.
Only added what he needed to. Didn't yell at anybody.
That's the game, baby.
He's a master at it. Why do you think he's still here?
How you feeling, buddy? I had a whole talk with him before. I said, don't get mad at him. First thing he did, he yelled at him.
I really respect his not giving
Clemmer
a
loves putting his age on things. So. I'm 42. I'm gonna yell at you if I want.
What's that?
Think it went well overall. Talked it through.
Yeah, I guess I just would. My whole thing was, and I understand where Dave's coming from. Dave owns the company. Dave's a lot more risk, like where he is. Like he has to look out for the whole company. Where I'm, I can just kind of tweet out, and I get that. And he's like, why do I want to assume any risk to, like he said, like kind of, last man on the totem pole. So I get that, but maybe he doesn't know me as well. Like I would never obviously do anything to hurt the company. I think that's pretty clear. People who know me, I hope. But that might just be a thing where hopefully we, just more time here and that will work itself out.
You missed quite the day yesterday. You got any thoughts on it?
When I was in Chicago shooting advisors, I'm flying back. I see the whole office is at war. The fact that I wasn't there is depressing. But I was in Chicago, plugged in, listening to it, furiously masturbating through the hour-and-a-half radio show. The people on the plane, I was on the flight back listening, and they were like, "Oh, you can't masturbate on an airplane." I said, "You should have listened to Barstool Radio today." I get back today, I'm seeing everyone saying Dave bodied Clemmer on radio. I was able to listen to it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's true. But that's everywhere I'm seeing today. I go on Twitter, you go on the comments, you go on Reddit, you go on Instagram. It's Dave bodied Chris Clemmer. That seems to be the narrative. Obviously it is true. I just feel bad for Clemmer that the whole internet is kind of piling on him.
How do you think you would have done on radio yesterday, considering the Mean Girls were on and Clemmer was on?
I would have definitely sat back, and then I would have said, what does Dave think about this? And then I would have said, oh man, I couldn't have said it any better myself, boss. That's so true. I was just about to say the same exact thing, Dave. Probably a lot of that, a lot of nodding, things like that. It looks like the people that were on the radio were getting it. They're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, I'm glad I missed that, I guess. But, Dave didn't need me there. Dave bodied Clemmer himself.
Yeah, you got it.
His arms. Oh.
Oh yeah, good job.
That was close.
But that's not bad though, right?
No, but
man.
I don't think
you won. No, but you're an All-American. I'm a regular guy.
I'm not
And blue chip.
I'm just happy I was in the same square. I know.
Dude, so this is what we're about to do. We're going to have Marty against Francis in an athletic competition, 10 events or so, and then we're going to have an undercard of Clemmer against Big F.
At a combined weight of 400 pounds.
And that's all in Big F. And we're going to do that shit next week. That shit is happening for sure.
Oh, yeah.